Hello, Francis. Welcome to Say Again, the podcast by the Cultural Brokers. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well, thank you.
That's amazing. Especially because you were invited or nominated by Ben Dreisel from Rebus. So thank you, Ben.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Thanks for shout out. Put me on blast, and here I am. So I'll have to go back and watch your full episode. I've only seen clips, so
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And remember that at the end of this episode, you can nominate someone to come here to this podcast. So, Francis, a lot of people know you, right? But can you please let us know who is Francis Owusu?
who is Francis Owusu? That's a question that you're going to need two podcast shows to no. Look, I would describe my personality and Francis the person as a big dreamer, an encourager, a believer of positivity.
Yes.
And optimistic. I'm an optimistic person. I'm also an introvert. Funnily enough, people don't know that about me because I can get quite animated and with life and how I communicate. I'm a father of three. I have a firm foundation and a relationship with Jesus Christ. I've started a couple of organizations and businesses.
Yeah.
One I'm sure we'll talk more about. So I've done, look, I'm sort of going on to what I do, but I would say I am just a person who just believes there's good in the world.
Totally agree with you. And that's what people knows about you for sure. That's a fact. I can tell you that. But can you share some moments from your early life that shape you, you are today?
Yeah, my background is from Ghana, and my parents came to Australia as diplomats.
Yeah,
From
great.
Ghana. So, from talking to my father, they came. My grandfather was a high commissioner to Australia, and so we ended up in Canberra,
Yeah,
which is where I was born.
yeah, amazing.
So but I grew when the term finished, we moved to Victoria, and I grew up in a small place. Well, at that time, sort of a regional town called Geelong.
Okay, at that time,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So back in the early '80s. So
Yes.
I remember going there, and back in those days, it was a very blue collar town.
Yeah.
There weren't many Africans, people with dark skin walking around. So I
Yes.
remember as a kid, even going to shops, kids would stop and be staring and would come up to me while I'm staying there, would touching me and going, "Oh, is it chocolate? Is he real?"
Got it.
Yeah, it would just be like that. So I grew up with this sense that I was different straight away because in the town that I grew up in and school I went to, it wasn't that multicultural, and
Yes.
there was a few ethnic. In fact, my best friend growing up was Lebanese, but there wasn't many cultural, if there's multicultural families. So
Yes.
and so I think that shaped me. It had a real part because I started to see myself as inferior. Maybe I wasn't as good at it. And I think that influenced how I operated in school.
Yeah.
So I was very shy, very reserved. I could be funny, but
I keep it in the back, right? Like
yeah. And I'd make jokes to try and distract people from making jokes at me. So I'll be the
Yes,
one becoming
okay.
the clown. So I sort of, it shaped how I was because by the time I'd reached, late primary school and early high school, I started to, because I didn't value myself, I started to go down the path of crime. And so by the age of 14, I had a criminal record. And I was heading down the way. And to this day, I've got to say, I'm very grateful for this woman at the time. I say young woman, she would have been young then, but I look back at young now, but back then it was a lady,
yes.
who decided not to press charges, which was ended me in further probably in the justice system.
Yes. Okay.
And she wanted to give me a second chance.
Yep.
And I'm very grateful, reflect late years now. But it did shape how I saw myself really shaped how I thought about myself and the environment I was in.
Yeah.
And so when I came to Canberra, which was the age of 14,
Yeah.
my parents sent me to an all-boys school.
Okay.
I knew nobody in Canberra.
Yes.
And so I was just this sort of lonely kind of guy, new city, new school. And it really, I just said to myself when I came to Canberra that I wanted a new start. I didn't.
Yes.
And I think that was a fresh start I needed because I'd been in Geelong and history. I love that place even to this day.
Yeah.
But that shaped, and there was opportunity for me to come to a new place and start afresh.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Yeah. After all that process and everything, it was
Yeah.
an opportunity.
Yeah, an opportunity. So I came to Canberra as just 14. I was going to year 9, turned about 10, 15, and went to an old boys school, and I struggled there because I knew nobody.
Okay. Yes.
And I remember finding a friend. His name was Ashley, which I'm still friends with him to this day.
Yes.
He's my longest friend.
Great.
But he introduced me to basketball.
Yeah.
And so I could not play basketball.
Yeah. Really?
No, that time Michael Jordan and all that stuff was big, and they expected because I'm black, you should be able to play basketball.
Oh, right.
Well, they gave me a basketball on the court, and they didn't take long. They had their heads down because I grew up in Victoria. I played AFL.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that one. Okay.
Yeah, because that's a sport in Victoria,
Yes.
and I played tennis.
Okay.
I didn't play basketball, so he taught me how to play basketball, and and then improved.
Yes.
But I think for me, Emmanuel, I think those things are feeling a sense of isolation, feeling ostracized, feeling rejected, really gave me an understanding and empathy for people who feel on the outside.
Yes.
And has really foundation, what shaped early life. It shaped everything I've done with my organizations and my community. I just got a real heart for those people who find themselves isolated, downtrodden, not feeling they're good enough, because I identified with those feelings for so long growing up as a young person.
Okay, so this is what inspired you to create Culture Break in 2002. Is that correct? Oh, wow. And what about the vision? How the vision changed from that time until today? Like, what's been improved? What's been changing? What is new with all of this?
Yeah. So when I started Culture Break, I didn't call it Culture Break. As I grew up, I got involved in the performing arts. I went from basketball to performing arts.
Yeah.
And that's where the connection is, where Culture Break was birthed, because I was in a boy band.
Yes.
So if you think of Backstreet Boys, Boys to Men, I was inspired by those boy bands in the mid 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah.
And so for 10 years, I was in a boy band, travel all around the place. And what I realized was that the confidence I got from being on stage and performing, I thought that must be the same thing that young people can grow from and inspire to, what it did for me. So that led me to start Culture Break in 2002. And that was me going into schools. I didn't call it there. I was just going to schools, helping people, doing lunchtime programs, in particular boys, but anyone who wants to get involved in dance and experience it. After a while, people were asking, what are you doing in the school? And I was volunteering my time, coming to school every lunchtime down at Lanyon High School. Yeah. And I said, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to change culture. I want to break people out from the barriers that stop them from being their best selves. And so it came Culture Break. And it stuck. And here we are 20 plus years later. And so the early days was just really about connecting with young people down in the south of Canberra, where at that point in Canberra, there was the south of Canberra, Lanyon Valley was very new, a lot of young families, young people, and there's not much infrastructure. So I started running classes after school at the primary school. Yeah. And it was just about getting kids literally off the street. Because the kids were just hanging around the streets. So we started breakdancing, which then also connected into Culture Break. Yeah. And so it was just about getting kids engaged. And today, it grew from seven kids down in Lanyon Valley. Yeah. To just before COVID, we had engagement of 8,000 kids a week in our programs. across the ACT and also around the country.
Yes.
We've pulled back since then, since COVID. But what has evolved is really the mental health and well-being aspect, the resilience aspect has really in the last 5 years to 7 years now, 5 to 7 years really become more the emphasis.
Yeah.
Really more on how do we use our programs and the evidence that we've seen through dance to purposely transform lives on purpose and about measure the impact
Right.
that it creates.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. Like it's been like a journey, but you have been really making a difference in our community. That's for sure. That's what I heard. That's what I'm seeing now. And you must be really proud. But especially, as you said, there's a lot of people, kids involved, whatever. Can you share a story of one of them that you could say we changed his life, his family, his group of friends, good things, sad things, and anything that you consider that people should know?
Yeah, look, there's lots of stories.
Yes.
Lots of stories. Look, I know one of those ones that I still hold dear to my heart is a guy named James O'Hare, and he's quite open about sharing, and his family is about his story. He was at a local primary school in the south of Canberra, and my parents were at the point of taking me out of school because he has high functioning autism.
Okay.
And so he was being bullied and ostracized in his primary school, couldn't fit in.
Yes. And
the parents are telling me that gets at the school, they literally had to drag him out of the car, kicking, screaming. It was a struggle. And parents to the point of giving up, saying it's easier. Maybe we just homeschool him.
Yes.
Because of that. Unbeknownst to me, we came to his school, and offered a program called Dance Nation.
Okay.
Which is a resilience through movement program, which we run now, still run to this day. He got involved. And what I didn't know transpired was his mum came and spoke to me down at our premises and said, "You saved my son." And I said to her, "How? Mm-hmm. What happened?" He said, "You allowed my son to be seen." And the kids, I said, "What happened?" She said, "When the kids saw that he could do something that they couldn't do, which was dance, and he could do a good job of it, they began to applaud him."
Right.
He began to make a contribution. They could see he was contributing. His confidence grew.
Yes.
And that program that started from there, he was 11 years old. He then became part of our after-school care after-school programs, including a mentoring program called Man Up, which is he was involved for many years. Okay. He grew up doing it from there. And then when he graduated school, he became a mentor to the program for a few years, came and helped as a brother to the younger and like-minded young men like him that were in his position.
Yes.
Through the experience of Culture Break, we discovered in 2016 he had a passion for singing and stage.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so he started sharing his voice, and he got involved in our music program, which we started, which was inspired by him. I started a music mentoring program called Elevate.
Okay.
And from there, he's gone into doing theatre. And he's also got the confidence to go and get his Circ 3 in disability care, and he's working in that sector now. And he attributes that to his involvement with Culture Break. Okay. That gave him that belief to understand that he was somebody.
Yes.
You have to become someone. And he still volunteers and still an ambassador to the organisation today.
Wow. But in a way, it's incredible because he gained their respect from the beginning, basically, from all the other kids. Then everything started to change for him. He started see things in a different way.
His confidence, changed.
Yeah. So the program said, just save it, you know?
Yeah, you don't realise.
His mom was right.
Sometimes people go, "Oh, you're just running a dance class. How's that changed lives?" But when you talk to hear the stories, and hear the families and the desperation that they have when they get to a point with wit's end, they don't know what to do. And when they come to our organisation, Culture Break, and we have a different philosophy, it's not about who's the best, who's got the closest moves. It's about who the person is.
That's correct.
And it's about inclusion. It's about belonging.
Okay.
It's about allowing them an opportunity to express and be themselves.
Yeah.
And when you get that environment, you start to see the transformation takes place.
Yep.
And when parents go, say their child has changed, they got light in their eyes. I had another mum, she says, my son has got light in his eyes.
That's correct.
Because before he was just downcasted and down, and he got involved in our dance program, another young guy named Gary.
Yeah.
And but I'll never forget his mum said that was unusual to me at the time. She said, he's got light in his eyes.
That's strong.
From being part of the program. Thank you for giving back my son.
Yeah.
And that's what the parents I see say that have these big transformation. There's many young ladies have also had the same thing as well.
Yeah. Wow. And then what would you say to anyone that would love to be a volunteer with this program, or if they want to participate because they probably need it, or because they want to be a volunteer? What is the process? How does that work? Like,
yeah, look, we've been really blessed over the years that a lot of the volunteers based with people who have been parents of kids who have participated in our program. We've also had people who've sat on the sidelines, seen the impact, and want to help. So the way to volunteer is primarily through our events and things that we do. Like for example, we've got a 24-hour movement challenge that's coming up in a few weeks, and we've got a lot of people who are volunteering their time because they believe in the cause and the purpose. Because the whole 24-hour movement challenge is about bettering the mental health of young people.
Right.
And we're raising funds to be able to go into schools to provide highly subsidized programs to allow young people to be involved in the transformation journey that we provide through our program.
Yes.
So people reach out to us, say, can I volunteer, help with the events? Some people volunteer their time on committees, on our board, giving time or giving funds.
Yes.
And just find ways that can contribute to helping what we do.
That's correct. Okay, so basically they just have to knock the door.
Yeah,
have a chat with you, and then
come chat with us and stuff, and just come and see. Like, it's the best thing to do is come and see.
Yes.
There's obviously legal requirements like having a WWVP and making sure that we try and purpose fit match people with the right roles and stuff like that. But essentially, if you believe in the well-being, health and well-being of young people and want to make a contribution, contact us.
Oh, that's amazing. And now talking about this program that is just coming, the 24-hour movement challenge, what can you tell us about that? What is going to happen this year? What happened in previous years?
Yeah, sure.
Tell us the highlights, please.
Yeah, so this is our third year of doing it. And we were scratching our heads for years because there's so many charity events out there and really good ones too. And we're thinking, if we do another charity dinner or a trivia night, those things are done to death. And so we took time to think about what we could do that would reach our brand.
Yes.
And with that, we're a movement organization. So why don't we do a 24-hour movement challenge? Wow. So the whole idea is to invite the corporate community and also the wider community to come together in groups of teams or as individuals and contribute time, either joining a team, putting a team in, or joining a team.
Yes.
To move consecutively for 24 hours as a team. Now, so people hold their breath and go, wow, like you just did. You don't have to necessarily move for 24 hours, though we have people like myself who are crazy enough to do it in our third time doing it.
Wow.
But we have a number of people who do that, who join us and go, I'll move for 24 hours. And it's a challenge. It's fun, but it's a challenge to do 24 hours. But people just give up 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, anyway, up to 24 hours, donate their time and come and be involved with moving around 5 key movements. So one of the movements are walking. So we do an hour of walking, and it's a cycle. So it cycles. Every 5 hours, it recycles.
Okay.
So first they move, then there's machine.
Okay.
Where they get to do rowers and skis and bikes and stuff like that.
That's cool. Yeah.
Then they do things like sit-ups and things like that. All
That's
the team. All the team.
Yes.
So you don't have to do all that by yourself as a team. So you sort of tag in, tag out.
That's great. You can choose. And but you can have fun anyway.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
So for example, one microcosm of a movement is, say, if you're doing rower, pulling the rower. Those you got to pull the machine with the rower. You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes to try and get a few targets. So an easy target is sort of go slow pace.
Yeah.
Say 3,000 meters in 20 meters in
Yes.
20 minutes. Then you go 4,000 for medium. And if you want to challenge yourself, you go for
Okay.
5,000 in 20 minutes.
No way.
And
wow.
and as a team, it's a team of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
You row for a minute, you come off, next person rows. So you wait. Every 5 minutes you do an exercise. So when you break it down, you're not moving continuously for the entire time, as in on a machine or walking, because that's kind of crazy.
yeah, could be like, yes.
But you'll do like 4 minutes out of 20 minutes of movement of exercise.
Wow. Okay.
And as a team,
Yes.
and it's all about together we're better.
Right.
And then there's strength exercise, the third one.
Yeah.
Team games, and my favorite one is the dance. It's the steps of the beat.
For sure. Yeah.
How can we not do dance, right?
Definitely. And that's a good cardio. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like the best 24 hours for someone that really wants to have fun and wants to help to the community, and raise awareness about a lot of this. And tell me about the teams, like which kind of there's companies that they are jumping into.
So corporate teams, and we've done it. It's our third year. We've now built a bit of a community within the corporate space.
Okay,
so a lot of the corporates bring their clients or other corporates they know. So this year we've got 13 corporate teams.
Yes.
Involved. Putting in fielding teams.
Yeah.
And they're all from all different sectors, and we want to continue to expand it. But we've got from real estate, construction, law firms, trades, so the mental, the physical health,
like different
fields,
industries,
and stuff. So it's quite an eclectic group, and they're all coming together. So I think we're looking at close to 300 participants.
Really?
And this upcoming one, so it's going good.
Okay, and then when is this going to happen?
It's on the 21st of March.
Okay.
Friday morning, 6 a.m. So talking about what you said earlier about what happened previously.
Yes.
We worked out that Friday a.m. 6 a.m. is better than Thursday, 6 p.m.
Yes.
The very first year, we decided to do it after work.
Yes.
So people work a full day and then came and did that. And that was the most difficult thing to do because you're awake the entire time.
Yes, and then
from the day, and then so it's not more than 26. It's more than 24 hours. It's like 36 hours.
Yes.
So we changed it last year.
Good learning. Yeah.
And now so you wake up in the morning and arrive 6 a.m.
Okay.
Until 6 a.m. on
this
Saturday morning.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And this is going to be in Canberra.
Yeah, it's in Canberra.
Which area? Which place?
So it's 2600 CrossFit. CrossFit 2600.
And Kingston, right?
Kingston, Kingston. So they've supported us by providing all the equipment for the last couple of years.
Oh, wow, yeah.
This year is the first year they're actually going to host it at their gym.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So they're really bought in, and the whole community of their community is also bought into it. So the good thing for us is that we don't have to transport gear, which we did first year, that
was another challenge.
Now we just walk in, the door opens, we walk in, and all the equipment's there.
Everything is going to be there.
Yeah,
that's another learning that in a way. Oh, that's great. That's so cool for them. That's amazing.
Yeah, so we're grateful. Big shout out to Kai and Josh.
Yeah,
the owners of CrossFit 2600.
Wow. And then if someone wants to support, but maybe they cannot do the exercise, or they can, I don't know, if someone wants to support in another way, what they can do?
So this is it is a fundraiser, and we're raising funds to provide resilience through movement programs in primary and high schools across the ACT. They can donate on our website and go to 24hour movement. .com.au, and they can donate.
Okay, great.
And dollars there, and you can donate as little as $24, and it comes at 24, and or they can donate larger amounts as well. But each dollar that people generously give goes towards the cause. So we're hoping to raise $140,000. So
I know. That's another challenge that is going to be doable for sure. So we just need all the energy from all the people that really wants to help, that want to participate, to have fun in there, and then that's a great opportunity. Yeah. So that's amazing. And how this program or this event supports like the Kulture Break's mission?
Yeah,
like how it's connected, and I mean it's obvious, but in a way how.
Yeah, well, as a charity, one of the things a lot of charities face this, in particular the smaller to medium size. I mean, large ones face the same issue. Is how you make your operation sustainable.
Okay.
And we're dealing like a lot of charities of vulnerable or at risk people,
Yes.
and who don't have the capacity to pay. Like if it's a commercial business, you can just charge commercial rates and people, fee for service. So we realized that the fundraising aspect really is a core part of our mission.
Okay.
Because without the ability to fundraise, we can't provide equitable services that allow equal access for young people who need it most, who would love to be a part of it most. So the fundraising allows us to provide highly subsidised and scholarship-funded schools opportunity. A school, for example, like Everett Primary School.
Okay.
We've just this fundraiser that we've done has enabled us to be able to provide their school 40. They've got high risk individuals there, and that allows us that can't pay, families that can't afford to pay.
Yeah.
So this allows 40 families to benefit from that. So the fundraising component enables us to be able to reach those that would not otherwise be reached, will not be able to give access to programs of this nature,
right?
Because of the barrier of financial constraints.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, interesting. And then, do you want to share a story? Because I was hearing about some challenges that young people that used to participate in this event before, they face related to mental health issues, and sometimes they couldn't make it, or some friends make the wrong decision. How they transform all that kind of energy into this process.
Yeah, look, as you said, as I said earlier, we are dealing with a lot of vulnerable young people, and they come into our programs with needs that we can't. We also make it clear, whole mental health space. We know that one to prescribe that we will come to us and we'll fix you. But what we do is we create a safe space for you to be able to walk through those challenges. And we've had young people who, recently, a young lady who had a pretty bad experience. She's a dancer at a previous dance school that really rocked her confidence.
Yeah.
So she stopped dancing. She found herself sitting in her room, just not disengaged, and wouldn't come out. And so we reached out to her and we got her to a program, and now because of that, she has reconnected and built new friendships along the way. She still has her challenges even now and as recently. And so we don't, prescribe that we solve everything, but she knows that we are a safe place that she can come back to and connect to as she walks through those challenges.
Yes.
And I think that's one of the things that I think is important that we protect. I'm very strong at protecting, is that ensuring that we are a place for young people to feel they can come, that they can connect. And I have a statement that says that, once you're in part of Culture Break, you're always part of Culture Break, you're part of a family. And for reasons whether they come and go, they can. Unfortunately, there are some that we don't touch, we don't reach, and we deal with those occasionally. And I've had many unfortunate stories that kids that didn't make it through.
Yes,
and we were able to touch them in some way, but the challenge of life and that unfortunately overtook them.
Yes,
and so that also spurs me on. That, but like there's a line in Hacksaw Ridge, the movie, that Mel Gibson movie. There's a guy that the medic, he says, "Just one more, Lord, just give me just one more."
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of feel. It's just like, if we can just help one more young person to feel connected, one more young person that feels more confident, one more young person that feel like they can learn, they can contribute, then that's worth it.
Totally agree. And talking a little bit about that, and just jumping into the charitable sector, about that way of thinking, like, what core values do you think are essential for effective leadership in the charitable sector right now?
Yeah, I think it's always been tough. I think COVID has brought additional challenges. Post-COVID, talking to the peak body here, Hands Across Canberra at the time. And they were saying a lot of CEOs and head of charity organisations left the sector because the challenges of being a leader in that sector, you're dealing with a lot of constraints, financial resources, challenges of the work that you're doing.
Yeah,
and it does take a toll on the leaders and also the teams that they support to do the work. So I think it's really important. I think when they call things essential things is self-care.
Yeah.
I think often leaders are so in their space and charity space go with heart.
Yes.
They lead with the heart. They see they have a passion. They see a need, and they want to make a contribution, which is a fantastic thing to driven. You need to be driven that way. But there also needs to be a balance. If you could say, or counterbalance by saying you need to also look after your health and well-being, as well as your teams.
That's correct.
Because you give out so much, and I think I learned that in the last 2 years when I had a mental breakdown in the last 2 years where it happened to me, and I've seen it happen to other people, and I thought I'll be right, she's all right, but it just came out of nowhere, and I hit a wall, and I felt I couldn't go on, and I felt ashamed, embarrassed, defeated, depleted, and didn't know where to do, and I went to a real dark place for almost 2 years. I had to walk through, and the key thing to get me through that was having the people around me, and so that's the other thing. Is the essential thing is have like a core group of people that care for you, around you, that support you, mentors, coaches, people that support you, that you can be real and vulnerable and honest where you're at and how you're feeling.
Yeah.
I think those things. I think also too having a very optimistic outlook, a vision.
Yes.
You're understanding your purpose of why you're doing what you're doing, and revisiting that is really key, because the work that you do, you can lose it because it is sometimes tough and difficult. Yeah. When you're dealing with just people, challenges of life.
Your own challenges.
Yeah, your own challenges. Yeah, family. If you've got family like I have, you've got supporting them, but they have their own challenges. So there's a lot of output that goes out. So you've got to find ways to import self-care, taking care of yourself, taking good breaks. Yeah. Finding things that replenish you. Yeah. For me, meditation, reading my Bible. Yeah. Doing those sort of things, going for walks. Okay. I like going out far, just meditating out there, just seeing nature. Nature's also a very big thing. Yes. Yeah. So you can get out there and reconnect with nature, get outdoors. Those sort of things are really powerful. But I'd say there's a lot of things to do, but there's some 3 nuggets I threw out there.
No, definitely. But also, from what I hear, people that during this breakdown, people that usually you support and inspire, they help you, right? Yeah. They give you support, they inspire you back, And then we're talking about resilience, right? And so, which is another story. Yeah. And that's part of the experience that you gain during life and during this process with these programs and facing all these challenges with all these people and all these families. So tell me, what's new with you? What's going on now? Because now you're working as a coach in resilience. How is that working? Tell me more. Tell me more about.
So during my breakdown, which at the time I had a friend of mine who's a CEO of Lifeline. She said to me at the time when I was going through and sharing my struggles. Yeah. She said, Francis, during it, she said at that time, which was like last thing I wanted to hear, but she said, Francis, see this thing as the best thing that's happened to you. Yeah. Now coming out the other side, it was the best thing that happened to me because it made me reevaluate my life, what I want to do. And I realized that during that time I was amplifying everyone else's voice and reduced my own voice to whisper. Yeah. And so during that time I began to reevaluate what I want to do. Yes. And during that time I said, look, I enjoy coaching and mentoring and things like that. So I enrolled myself in a coaching certification.
Oh, cool.
So I will be hopefully soon officially certified business and personal coach. Yeah. And taking my message of resilience, resilience coaching into a wider audience. So I've worked with young people, which I will continue to do. Yeah. But more so going to corporate and workplaces and adults about the same issues that young people face also transpire as into adulthood as well, challenges. So for me, being a resilience coach is around building around the four scaffolding resilience framework that I developed, which is around connection, confidence, continuous learning, and contribution, and those things. As young people in workplaces, how they stay connected and feel a sense of connection to themselves and to others. Yeah, how they build their confidence, what they're doing in the workplace.
No, definitely makes sense
and whatnot. So
because it's like for example, I've seen in now in Australia especially, it's really complex for organizations to keep the team working for them. Like they are always like rotating or just jumping into another job, or they are just dealing with their stuff, and they got stuck in during this process. They don't know what to do. They just resign, whatever. So it can really make a difference for the people that is working in any kind of role, but also for the organization or the company that wants to keep them. Right?
Yes.
So in my case, I had some coaching sessions before moving to Australia when I was just creating like my business and everything, and they really helped me. That is because it was about resilience, but they helped me to notice what I was carrying on from my childhood, from the beginning, from my parents, whatever. I was programmed for different stuff, and then we started working on that, and that really changed my life in different ways. And at least I'm here now. So, it really. So I really believe that can make a difference.
Yeah.
For the individuals, but also for the organizations.
100%.
And even for the charities, because now one of the problems for the charities is like sometimes it's complex to keep the team with them because they have to compete with private companies, with better salaries, with that kind of stuff. So it's like, oh my God, what are we going to do? So that's what I'm saying here. And
that's 100% true. And I think a lot of the advantages that charities have, just to tic-tac on what you're saying there, is that because a lot of them are for-purpose organizations driven by a cause and a need.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity because not everyone is motivated by money. Money is good. It has its purpose. It's a tool to be used.
Yes.
To make to make a difference with.
Yeah.
But not everyone's motivated by just large salaries. So I've had recently one of the ladies has come to work for us.
Yeah.
It was a high-paying, six-figure job, multiple six-figure job.
Yeah. Okay.
And she said, "I'm doing the job, but I'm just a shell of myself. I'm just going, like you said earlier, project to project.
Yeah.
But how am I making a difference?" So she's left that and come to work with us.
Yeah.
And we've been able to, through that transition, support her around her mental health and well-being as well, because we're really about supporting well-being, not just only of the people we reach out to, but people that we connect with and work with us for us. And I think that's where I see the gap, and that we can do more in that space.
Yeah.
And as a leader, what do you do? How do you lead? This is a program. This is coaching framework I'm developing, is leading through resilience. How do you lead your team through resilience? First is your own awareness.
Yeah.
And so you can only lead as far as you've led yourself.
Yes.
And then how you lead a team with all sorts of challenges they're facing, from work pressures, working together. Trying to get people to work together is another issue sometimes.
Oh yeah, it could be.
The workplace, and getting people to moving into common goal.
Yes.
How to boost your team. Yeah. How to bounce back from challenges. How to celebrate your wins. How to move towards a goal.
Yeah.
And how to keep the whole team morale and the culture of their team moving in a direction to achieve your ultimate goal as a business.
That's correct.
That is so multifaceted. And if you understand how to lead through resilience, it'll help you, I believe, will help you better navigate that and produce better results for your team, but also in the bottom line, which is also what drives a lot of for-profit organizations. So,
that's correct. So it's like, in a way, everybody wins, because the organization is going to win. That the people that's being impacted, they are going to learn something new, and they are going to be able to share that to another person. So, which is great. And that's just talking about that a little bit. There's something like, I just translate that from Spanish to English always, but I call it emotional salary. And I think it's really important, because especially for the charities, but also for the private organizations. Yeah, you have all the money and everything, but what's next? It's like this case that you told me for this person, right? So the emotional salary, I always struggle to find the correct way to say it here, but I think it's really important. It can really make the difference. How people can have the shirt on, and then being involved in all of that. Wow. Okay, no, that's amazing. And then, what about that? When are you going to start officially? You already started.
It's a transition process, because end of last year, we decided to change the nature of our organization and focus primarily just on schools only.
Yeah.
Which will free me up to be able to do this. So
Yes.
it's been 2 and a bit months since that's happened. So,
Right.
my feet are getting a little itchy, but I've got projects that need to get done now.
Yes.
But what we'll do, what's looking at is doing is I want to be able to get more on the online space. So doing stuff like we're doing today.
Yeah.
Having more conversations.
Yes.
Teaching, and coaching people and helping businesses, providing them valuable information they can take. Into the team to help their organisations that can do that. And if I can, the same thing, if I can help. Yeah. One idea sometimes can spark something. Yeah. And that's a great thing about online now.
Yeah, definitely. And once again, just changing one's life. That's, that's great and that's amazing. And then so you have all experience from life, from the organizations. You have the certification, right? Which is a good combination, I will say.
Yeah.
But what's changed after you won the ACT Australian Local Hero Award in 2013? What happened? What changed in your life, and how you are using that for this new project?
To be honest, hindsight now, I wish I could have done more than I did. I think now looking back, I go, man, I should really have capitalized it really a lot.
I'm pretty sure you did. Just according to that reality at that moment.
I think at that time, I think what I did do, it did put me on national exposure.
Yeah.
It provided more speaking opportunities. I spoke a lot more.
Yes.
Opportunities, people started to reach out to me because of the prestige of that award. I think it just encouraged me to continue what I was doing already. Yeah. And anyone who does what we do in this space is not doing it for accolades or for awards. It is nice to have and it's nice to recognise. So most of us just get on with it, continue doing what we're always doing. But this just has a formal recognition that, look, people are noticing what you're doing and we appreciate what you're doing.
Yes.
So I think what that has done is brought a lot of connections. I've connected a lot more organisations on the local and national level. And I think it's just also allowed me to, to express myself in a different way. That I didn't have the opportunity to do so prior.
All right. Yeah.
On different platforms and different environments. So I did a lot more media. So it was good, which is a handy thing. It's now, can't believe how time has flown. It's 12 years ago now. So since that award, and a lot's happened since then. But I still reflect back on that.
Yeah, but that what's happened during these years is what are you doing today with all these programs, with Kulture Break, with this 24-hour challenge, like definitely it's just a process that is still going on and you're going for more, which is great. And then what is the responsibility of being nominated as one of the 14 most influential people in Canberra as a champion in Time to Talk 2030?
2030, yeah.
What that means.
That was not a complete surprise, just like the Australian Youth Awards. I just got called up in recognition of your work. And so what happened at that time, I was part of a panel and we gave a report to government about what we believed was happening in our areas and how leading up to 2030, what contributions and things that we have made and what we need to do as a city.
Yeah.
So it was a big part. It was great to be part of that, and it produced a report, which is great. I got a chance to connect with 13 other influential people.
Yeah.
It's a bit humbling that they thought I was one of 14 influential people in Canberra at the time.
Yeah.
But it did provide a voice into that space in terms of what the government were looking at doing. Whether all those things that were listed in that has come to fruition, it's coming to fruition. I don't know because I haven't read the report. I should revisit the report.
Yeah.
But it did again, just like the Australian of the Year Awards, it did provide another sense of recognition.
Yes.
A feather in the cap, so to speak.
Yeah.
That you are being noticed. You are making a difference.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
we want to hear from you.
Yes. Oh, wow. That's just part of the job in a way and the responsibility. And talking about your roots, when was the last time you visited Ghana?
That's a good question. I was a young child.
It's been a while.
It's been a long while. And my family all have gone back over the years.
Yes.
My parents have gone back recently, even my siblings. I was planning to go in 2020. And we still don't have to go into that now. Because my grandma was having her 90th birthday. And so I was
Okay.
planning to go. Unfortunately, she's passed just last year, so we didn't
Sorry to hear.
chance to go. But she lived a good life.
Yeah.
And I missed on going and seeing her. So the plan is I'm still motivated to go
Yeah.
and see her memorial
Yes.
and see her hometown next year. So we're looking going back in 2026.
Yeah.
And my kids, as they get now into teenagers, they're wanting to see their cultural roots.
Wow.
And in finding people in Australia, people who've grown up in Australia, like myself,
Yeah.
born here, like them, second generation
Yes.
Ghanaians who are born here, who want to connect their roots. And so my sons are finding people in sport and
Yeah.
who are Ghanaians, half Ghanaians as well, and
Okay.
they want to learn the language. And so I feel I want to take them home,
Great.
learn the culture,
Yes.
learn their history. And I think I need a bit of touch up with my language because my grandma was here and she didn't speak English. I was very fluent in my language, and
Yeah.
it's pidgin English, so to speak. It's broken, very broken these
Yeah.
days. I can
Okay.
still hear it, but
I know.
speaking it but is not as fluent as it used to be. So
No, of course. Yeah.
I'd like to go get back and get immersed back in my language.
Yeah. Right. So when you were like really like how old?
I think it was 3.
3.
That's how long ago it was.
Okay. Yeah.
long time
But
ago.
then, okay, it's okay. But then it's a good opportunity for your
Yeah.
your kids to go over there.
But they want to go, and I still have relatives there. My parents still have their home there and things like that. So
Yeah.
we'll stay there and do that. So
That's amazing.
no, definitely to me, my cultural roots has influenced what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Rhythm.
It's really Canberra. Yeah.
A lot of Ghanaian music and culture around rhythm, high life.
Yes.
So music,
Feel it, isn't it?
music,
Yeah,
feel,
yeah,
groove,
yeah.
and stuff has really impacted me personally. That's what I got it, and in particular, and also the history, that ancestral history
Yeah.
of our tribe and the Akan people. You look at the history of that tribe that had impact
Yes.
in the Western Africa and also globally.
Yeah.
And also the slave trade that ended up happening from in particular Ghana,
Yeah.
Ivory Coast, Nigeria, those areas there, West Coast, which is the African American knowledge of trace their roots back into Ghana,
Yes.
and the number of slave forts that are still there that were part of the slave trade.
Okay.
And so you're seeing over the years, I've watched a lot of people, celebrities, actors, big time actors going back to Ghana
Yeah.
and connecting with their roots.
Yes.
Yeah, or sometimes some moving back.
Yeah. That's an opportunity
yeah.
always, and your kids have that
So
opportunity.
who
which
knows?
is
I
great.
might go there and not come back. Who knows? It might be too good.
I will learn something, and then you bring that to Canberra.
bring Culture Break Ghana. Who knows?
You never know, definitely. And what advice would you give to someone that is aspiring to lead a charitable organization here in Australia?
Yeah, advice is I'd say a number of things. I'd say number one, be very clear of your vision.
Yes.
The clearer vision it is. I mean, my vision simply was I wanted to make a difference, and I wanted my life not to be about me anymore. That was pretty much my vision.
Yeah.
It wasn't very big, wasn't very explicit, wasn't a 10-page thing, but it was very clear and was very powerful, motivating.
Yes.
It drove me during the tough times. And so you need a vision that's going to drive you, that beyond the tough time and challenges that come in doing charitable work,
Yeah.
you got your why.
Yeah.
Simon Sinek talks about knowing your why. So I'd say build a strong network.
Yeah.
Because you can't do charitable work by yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
You need a team of people that can contribute ideas, resources, support that can help you. So so to be able to have a clear vision and message will help you to enable and onboard people who will share in what you're doing, the vision and the vision that you have.
Yes.
So building that is really important. I think the other thing I'd say, have a clear, if you're seeking if your model's around relying on fundraising, I'd say have a very clear fundraising strategy.
Yeah.
I've sort of coined 3 things if you want to build charity. It needs to be sizable, sustainable, and sizable, sustainable. I've gone blank. Sizable. Hang on, I got sizable, sustainable, and scalable.
And scalable. Yeah, that's
Well, I also got it. Okay,
Yes,
mind blank. Yeah, so sizable, sustainable, and scalable. And I've worked out through experience now that once you do get that right, it enables you to be able to have an avenue to fund some of your initiatives.
Yes.
As well as obviously philanthropic and government funding as well, or fee for service, depending on how your charity is set up. I would say those having mission, clear mission and vision, having a networks, having a clear fundraising strategy of how you're going to raise your funds.
Yes.
And then the fourth one I'd say is how you're measuring impact. So great, you go out and do anything, how you're measuring it, what tools and mechanisms to allow people to know that what you're doing is making a difference, how you collate that will help in terms of sharing your vision, and mission, onboarding more people, raise more funds.
Okay, yes.
So I'd say those four things.
How can one cultivate like resilience and adaptability during that process? Because as you said,
it is. I think the resilience message, I think it does. You need to, I would say 3RG is what I sort of use. Is three is ability to recognize when things aren't going well and be open. It's okay when things aren't going well. If you're running a charity or trying to start a charity, reach out. If things aren't going well, find somebody. There's someone in the space online. People you might know. They can reach out, can help. Can give advice, support. The third thing is resist the temptation. It's the three R's. Resist the temptation to give up.
Yes.
Sometimes the closer you might be that. You might on the precipice of making a breakthrough. I think it's really, really hard. The harder it gets, the closer you believe to your breakthrough. And some people give up on their dream and on the idea to make a difference in the charity work because it's hard. And so resist the urge to give up. And the fourth is G, is when you're going through the tough times and challenges, it's gratitude. It's stopping and going, how cool is it that I get to do what I do? How cool is it I'm driven by this mission? How great is it that people I have around me support me? How great is it that I have, air to breathe, food on table, things like that. Those basic things that we often get gratitude blindness around, which then people get disgruntled and frustrated in what they're doing and decide this is not a good idea. So
okay. So what are your aspirations for the Culture Break in general and your work as a resilience coach for the following years?
So the purpose, I guess, with Culture Break is to continue to still have a vision to expand it. I expand it beyond the ACT in a sustainable way. Provide free programs nationally for schools in training around resilience. So we developed a framework called the Resilience Through Movement Framework. And we're developing a certification to go with that to empower, equip coaches in schools as well to be able to deliver this program framework. So we're working on that as the next part of the evolution or the development of Culture Break.
That's something good for Australia. Sorry, that's something really good, to be honest.
Great. And from a resilience coach is to take the same message into the corporate setting and locally and nationally and internationally because I can do that. Whereas one of the things I see with teams and businesses, they encourage their teams, which is fantastic, to go and do a workshop or go and do some sort of well-being or mental health and resilience, whatever that falls into then to support the team. So often those things are one-day workshops, which are fantastic. What we want to do is not just to create an event, is to create the journey. So what we'd like to do, where I want to go with this resilience coach, is to be able to help organizations walk the journey. So they might come to a day, a workshop, but it's what happens beyond that. Because often they get excited, hyped, they get back into the same day-to-day work. Within a week or two, they're back to the grind, and a lot of things that they said they'll go implement find it hard to. So what I want to do as a resilience coach is to be able to come alongside them and help these organizations implement the changes they want to see in the organization. So I like to look into between like a 3-month to 12-month journey, depending on what help the organizations wants, to walk with them throughout this journey to ensure that the change that they want to bring, the culture change they want to bring actually happens and the transformation and the results come that they want to see, the transformation they want to see in their team. So I'm excited about that because I feel like I'm not about just about how many people can we reach. It's about how strong, how deep is the impact we can make.
Yes, and that's a huge difference. Definitely. Okay, good. And how do you see the evolution of the charitable sector in Australia in the following 10 years?
I think it's getting tougher and tougher for charities to in the sector. I think there's still opportunities, yes, and there still always will be.
Yeah.
But I think the need and the resources drain on this sector has dramatically increased.
Yeah.
And there's less and less resources.
Okay.
And I guess people are also, the challenges of recruiting the right people. And you talked earlier about the challenge with private and other sectors where you can attract the packages and salaries and things where people want to go safe.
Yeah.
Want to contribute, on the weekend maybe or after hours, but giving their entire time is a challenge.
Yeah.
So I think I think the sector in Australia is going to be challenged coming out of COVID. I think that's where I've seen with a lot of leaders in that space and charities. Unfortunately, some charities have folded.
Yes.
But I think it also provides new opportunities to be innovative, to collaborate. And I think that's where the sector is going to have his advantage is through collaborations.
Okay.
Rather than competing and find like-minded organizations to do similar things and go, well, how can we pull our strength and our resources and our mission and our alignment to get the end result? Because there is an end result of a difference that we're trying to make. So I think that's where the future lies for the sector as a whole is through collaboration, establishing good collaborations and pulling resources, ideas and mission to make a great impact.
Okay, great. Reflecting on your journey, what legacy do you hope to left behind?
The legacy, what my legacy? That I elevated other people. That people would say through what I was able to contribute, their lives went to another level, or their community was changed and to another level. There was a culture change that happened. So I think I'd love to be able to reflect fondly on that legacy, and also to raise up the next generation of culture breakers, people who would take on the mantle and the vision of this organisation, and gave the torch into the future.
Yes,
there are young people that we've been able to track to do that, and then how to build that so that the legacy of the organisation lives on beyond my time.
Okay. Well, thank you. Is there someone you admire in the charitable sector that you want to nominate as our guest, our next podcast guest?
Somebody in the charitable sector that I'd like to nominate that's doing a great thing. I'll probably say Hannah from Hannah, kind of last name.
Oh yeah, Roundabout Canberra.
Roundabout Canberra.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yeah. So I
just saw her last week, I guess.
Okay,
so
yeah.
That's
she's an incredible woman. What she's done with Roundabout Canberra.
I know. Yeah,
I've gone out. She's taken me out to her premises and what they've done, and how she's amplified her message.
Yeah,
and how she's built this. I remember the early days when she's just started, and now she's got vans. She's got premises now and things like that. So I'd say Hannah. She's doing an incredible job. I'd like to nominate her.
Definitely. And I've been there, and something that is amazing is how, everything is well organized, like literally everything, but how all the volunteers and everyone is really into it. It's like she has that magic, and it will be great if she can talk more about that.
Yeah, no, I think if she's free enough to be able to make some time, she'll be a great candidate, I think, to nominate.
Oh, great. Okay, great. That's thank you. Perfect. And what was the name of the program about singing, related to sing? Elevate? No.
Oh, Elevated Music.
Yeah. Maybe you should talk with Ben Dreisel, because you may be able to do something together in that area. I'm pretty sure he's working on something about having people or teach people to how to learn to create songs or writing songs or that kind of stuff. So maybe you never know, but maybe something can collide over there, and then it could be something great. So that's okay. Perfect. So Francis, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for so much, especially for all your work and energy that you have delivered to the Canberran people and I would say Australia in general. Good luck with everything that is coming. Good luck with this effort to put Cultural Break and the 24-hour challenge into a national thing in the future. That's a great thing, and lots of success.
Well, thank you so much for having me on your show, and all the best with your show and Culture Break, is it?
That's correct. That's our social enterprise.
Yeah.
So we are just starting that, working on that, and what we're trying to do here is just to share the inspiring stories from people leading the charitable sector in Australia, and then just put them there so we can push more people to be involved in this.
Well, anything that's got culture in it, I'm very happy to lend my name and experience into.
Definitely.